UCLA freshman defensive tackle Cassius Marsh joins us now. Cassius got a little more run last week against Stanford. What are you expecting against Houston?
We're running a different style defense, a different package. So I'm not really sure how the substitutions are going to be, but I expect a pretty good playing time. I don't know about as much as last week. Hopefully, just trying to get in there, and make some plays for the team.
How do you feel like you've been doing so far?
I feel like I've been doing really well. I mean, I haven't been getting bullied, just out there doing what I need to do. When plays come to me and I get the opportunity to, I try to make those plays. So I think I'm doing pretty well.
Cassius, one thing that I kind of noticed, especially in the Stanford game, you get pretty good leverage for a guy your size. You're able to kind of get under guys, get under blocks, rather than just get pushed back. Talk about the strength issue and going up against guys who are, some of them are probably 22, 23, you're 18, and how you need to try and win that battle.
For me, leverage is huge, like you were saying. I have to be able to get leverage at this point just because I'm not as strong as them. Like, I would love to think that I was stronger than them or as strong as them, but I haven't had as much time in the weight room, so leverage is huge for me and technique is huge for me. So I try to use that to my advantage and just try hard.
You come from Oaks Christian, obviously a program with a lot of publicity, a lot of good things there, and they seem to produce guys who are game ready for the college level. How important is technique? And is that something that you feel like you were maybe pretty advanced compared to some other freshmen going in?
Compared to most freshmen, yes. Having Coach Matthews as my defensive coordinator, he's a 19-year veteran, that was huge. And technique was huge to them, and it was very important. I had a D-line coach my last year. Actually, up until my last year, I had a good D-line coach, but my last year is one of Coach Matthews' really good friends, and he's sent countless guys to D1 football, and he really helped me with my technique before I got there. So I think technique is the most important thing. You could be as athletic as you want to be, but if you can't play a technical game, then you can't play.
Yeah. Cassius, obviously, you probably didn't come to UCLA expecting to be 0-2, and probably not that 35-0 loss to Stanford. Talk about what that means, even as a freshman, someone maybe without 4 or 5 years under your belt here, but what it still means to you. I guess embarrassed is the term that a lot of people are saying.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, but it's just an excuse for us to come together and rally. Nobody wants to lose like that again. I don't want to lose like that again. So I think it's just gonna, the freshmen or just everybody wants to rally together and just get out here and try and work hard. Everybody's got to start competing so we can raise our level of play and just become more disciplined so stuff like that doesn't happen anymore.
How has the intensity of practice gone the last week? It seems like the tempo's been up the last few days.
Yeah, no, the tempo's been great. I like that everybody's trying to compete. Everybody's out there, working. We're running the ball. Scout team is working hard, which is great. It's something that we need. So, it's the tempo of practice is really raised up, and it's great for the team, and hopefully that pays off.
Is that something that can translate? Can you maybe channel that frustration or anger or whatever you want to call it? Tony Dye said that it went from embarrassment to just pure anger now.
Yeah, it does make you a little angry. I mean, like after the game, I was pretty much wasn't trying to talk to anybody, so yeah. I was just, it does make you angry to lose like that, just because you're in your house, it's your season opener, and your family and friends are there, and it's just embarrassing, and then just becomes angry that things happen, whether whose fault it is, it's the team's fault, and just because we weren't playing discipline. So it turns into anger, and then you can translate the anger into working harder on the field, come out here on the practice field, and just get your technique down. So
good stuff. Cassius Marsh, UCLA defensive tackle. Thanks, man.